Good Wednesday afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. We have been dry so far here in the FM area. A sprinkle or two will be possible ahead of first alert weather days for tomorrow and into Thursday, with rain and then mix and then snow and wind, of course, as well. Today, we've been seeing some scattered light rain showers quickly lifting in from the south to the north. Right now, most of that rain situated through Lakes Country up into Beltrami counties, Lake of the Woods, and in the far northern valley, we've got a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow. That's where the colder air is, where we're seeing that transition from rain to a little wintry mix and snow already at this time. Looking at winds this afternoon, much of our wind has been out of the south and east. This is pulling in some warmer air and pulling in some moisture for us to work with, as a low is still moving in from the southwest. So it's still a little out of reach, but that low is going to be lifting in later tonight, bringing in more moisture. So we're going to continue to see scattered rain predominantly for the rest of tonight and overnight as well. It may be briefly moderate to moderately heavy at times to the north and out to the east. We'll continue to see that area of wintry mix up to the north and west. Now, by tomorrow morning, this is 8 a.m., most areas still seeing rain. Winds out of the south in northwestern Minnesota, winds turning more northerly, northwesterly out in eastern North Dakota. This is where the low is, where you see that change in wind direction. And as the low moves from the west to the east, it's going to be pulling in some colder air. And we're going to be changing over from rain to wintry mix to snow. This is the lunchtime hour. A little messy lunchtime if you have a commute for the lunch hour tomorrow through the Devil's Lake Basin, James River Valley. We start to see that change over right around the evening commute time through the dinner time frame along the I-29 corridor, and then late changing over from all rain to all snow. And then we continue to see scattered snow showers throughout our Friday morning. Overall, we're not going to see a lot of snow. Most of us going to see mostly rain, aside from up to the north and west. That's where we could see a couple of inches of snowfall. Here across the southern valley, an inch to maybe 2 inches on the higher end. As for total liquid moisture, we're working with a lot of rainfall, half an inch in many areas, up to isolated places could see more than an inch, where we see that briefly moderate heavy rain tonight and into tomorrow. As for temperatures, we're still at 47 degrees right now here in Fargo. It's been a gorgeous day. 39 Grand Forks and Valley City, 40 Bemidji, 43 Detroit Lakes, 34 in Devil's Lake. Tomorrow morning, temperatures going to be in the 30s out to the west, 40s to the south and east, and then falling throughout the day as that colder air is being pulled in. And looking at our planning forecast, by Friday, highs are only going to be in the 20s for most, teens for a few. And Stacy, we're going to stay on the cooler side, generally in the 30s through next week. By the end of next week, highs only in the 20s. So falling closer to average.
Yeah, look at that. We added an 18.
You can just put your shoulder back in front of it.
We'll cover that back up.
Yeah.
Well, coming up next, find out just how serious a group of senior citizens in Kansas City are taking the big game on Sunday.